So good evening, everyone. Are we live? Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wicci session 9 on building your self-esteem. Self-care is never a selfish act. It is simply good stewardship of the only gift I have, the gift I was put on earth to offer to others. So today's topic is something very close to my heart, and we have a very brilliant, eminent speaker here who is always available to share her inputs and encourage others. So it's my privilege and my honor, and I thank Dr. Seema Negi, Rachna ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to host this session and introduce this lovely, wonderful person, ma'am Anita Balan. She's a corporate trainer, spoken English trainer, and educationist. She conducts powerful training on various topics to transform lives. An arts graduate, qualified ECCA, certified master trainer from IATD, Indian Academy of Training and Development. She has added many feathers to her professional cap with a certified course of Jolly Phonics, personality development, and a licensed NLP practitioner. She has got many awards, the Best Teacher Award for Global Teacher Conference. She's bestowed also the Acharya Chanakya Shiksha Seva Award for Spoken English Trainer, Seed of Knowledge Award 2020 by Sanjeevani World High School, Harvest Nurture Award from Harvest Educational Transformation Solution. For her valuable contribution, the list goes, the list is never ending. She's also received an award for Nari to Narayan Saman 2021 for her valuable contribution in the field of education. ABC International Award for the Best Spoken English Trainer 2021. She's closely associated with various organizations like the Global Edu Leaders Forum, Women Indian Chambers of Commerce, Wicci, and also of Edu Talks winner creator. The last but not the least, she's a proud Rotarian. She strongly believes be the change that you wish to see in the world. So we welcome you, ma'am, and we are all excited to hear about this wonderful topic about investing in ourselves. The best gift that God is giving to each one of us is ourselves. So the stage is all yours. Build your self-esteem.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. And first of all, my gratitude, my humble gratitude to Dr. Seema ma'am and to Rachna ma'am for this honor and for this wonderful platform to share my views on this self-esteem topic. Yeah. So I would just like to do the screen share. Are you all able to view the screen? Are you all able to view the screen? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Now you are audible.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So to begin with, today's session is about build your self-esteem. Just give me a second, please. The agenda for today's topic is, firstly, we'll start with a quote, then a small activity, then what is self-esteem, why self-esteem, types of self-esteem, low self-esteem, the signs, reasons, and effects, High self-esteem, science, reasons and effects. A small takeaway wherein how can you build your self-esteem? Followed by a story on self-esteem and to conclude with a tagline. So let's proceed ahead with this quote. Now, this is a very beautiful quote, which is very close to my heart and which is written by Oprah Winfrey. When you undervalue what you do, the world will undervalue who you are. Yes, absolutely true. If you do not value yourself, then the world is not going to value you. And if you put yourself down, the world will definitely, not look up to you and will not respect you for what you are. Moving ahead, we go to the activity. Now, the activity is describe yourself in one word. I would request all of you to use the chat box. Now, whatever word comes to your mind, you are actually trying to, have an opinion, an analysis about yourself. You're going to describe yourself in just one word. And second is choose a person from this group and share your honest opinion about that person in one word again. Now, I'm sure that all of us, we know each other by now. So, you can just, an honest opinion, whatever comes to your mind about that person, just kindly, you may share it. So I just, let me just see the chat box.
So, Anita ma'am, can I go ahead?
Yes, Michelle.
So, I need to choose anyone from our group that are there right now, all our participants.
Yeah, any person. Just kindly, but what you do is you write the person's name and then a hyphen so that we know about which person do you have this opinion about.
Okay, so I need to type or I need to speak?
No. You'll have to type in the chat box.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
And then a hyphen, and then maybe you can just, give it in one word. So the first one is like life.
All right.
Michelle has given Arden. This is an opinion about yourself, the first one. And the next one is, you will be choosing
opinion about another person, right?
Absolutely. Can I have the answers? Okay, Christine is determined. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else who wants to give the answer? No? Okay, Michelle is spiritual. Okay. Anybody else who wants to type? Oh, Dr. Seema ma'am. Yes, passionate. Ma'am, that is about yourself. And if you want to choose somebody else and give their opinion about that person, so you can kindly just type the name of that person and then the opinion, what you feel about that person. Michelle, passionate. Okay, wow. Humble, Anurag ma'am. Excellent. And would you like to share an opinion? Yeah. Seema ma'am, visionary. Absolutely. I second that. I agree to you, Christine. Anurag ma'am. Okay, yeah. That is Seema ma'am is typing. Yeah, mindful. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Christine, energetic. Oh, wow. That's very nice. Yes, absolutely. Anita is a passionate worker. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much. It's a great honor for me. Okay, so let's proceed ahead. Now, why did I give you this activity? This is the first one is an opinion about yourself, how you are actually analyzing yourself, how you look, up to you, like what do you think about yourself? But the second one is the entire world, okay? We have opinion about different people in our own family also. We normally, have opinion about our kids. We have opinion about our husband, our spouse, about our parents, about our in-laws, about our cousins. So we do the same thing to the world as well. So over here, the next following step, the next slide goes about. Just give me a second. Now, what is self-esteem? It is an overall opinion about yourself. Okay. how you feel about your abilities and limitations. And it is shaped by your thoughts, relationships, and experiences. So this is about it, right? Because the first opinion was about yourself. The others were you, so you were giving it about, you were actually trying to say about the world, about other people. Now, I know that I have met some people over here, but only on the virtual platform. Still, I will have an opinion about all of you. So that is what it is about, how you feel about yourself or how you feel about others. Okay. And it is shaped by your thoughts, relationships, and experiences. When you have healthy self-esteem, you feel good about yourself and you see yourself as deserving the respect of others. Absolutely, very true. If you feel good about whatever you're doing about yourself, then definitely you see yourself as deserving and the respect of others. And when you have a low self-esteem, what happens? You put little value on your opinions and ideas. Very true. If, for example, if you are, when you give an opinion, or when you have some ideas or opinions, but if your self-esteem is not up to that level, then what will happen? Whatever ideas or whatever opinions you give to the world, you sometimes feel you are quite scared, or you feel that people are not going to respect your opinions or are not going to agree to your ideas. So why do you feel that? Because somewhere your self-esteem is not up to the mark and you have a low self-esteem. Now, why self-esteem? Self-esteem is important because it heavily influences people's choices and decisions. Self-confidence enables one to handle setbacks with ease. Why are you supposed to have good self-esteem or self-confidence? Because in case, any day, any time, you have any sort of a setback in life, that will help you to bounce back with great ease. But if your self-esteem is not strong enough, or your self-confidence is not up to the mark, then you may get sucked into it and you will never be able to come up in life. You can never grow. And you will just get, you'll go deep into that, getting sucked into it. Instead of being crippled by failure, resilient ones get up quickly, learn from their mistakes, and try again. They accept that failure is a part of life and take more chances, and as a result, which makes them even more successful later in life. So true. Now, instead of getting crippled, like if you keep brooding about your failures, what will happen? You'll get sucked into it. And instead, if you go to see the ones who are resilient ones, what do? They wake up, they get up quickly, and they learn from their mistakes. They keep trying. Okay, fine, it is life, and mistakes do happen. It's okay. They leave it aside and they keep trying. They accept, life as it is, and they accept that failure is a part of life, and they move ahead. They take more chances, and at last, somewhere, someday, they become successful. Now, types of self-esteem. There are two types of self-esteem. The first one is low self-esteem, and the second one is high self-esteem. We'll now first see the low self-esteem. Now here, the picture speaks. I am not enough. This picture itself shows that this person, whoever it is, he or she, is not very confident, is totally, very upset about life. The definition says a person with low self-esteem feels bad about everything and has no confidence within. Absolutely. You need to really build up on your self-esteem over here. The signs of people with low self-esteem. Picture again says, I can't do it. I'm not worthy. I must be perfect. I must not make a mistake. I'm not good enough. Nobody loves me. Now, the signs of such people who are having this low self-esteem are always very unhappy and feel miserable about life. They always see life in a very negative manner. Everything, whatever they do. And they always have an attitude of, I can't do it. They do not want to try anything new. They feel that they are not as good as others. Yes, because their self-esteem is low, their confidence level is totally zero. So what happens is they feel that even if they do something, it is not up to the mark. It is not good as what others are doing. So they feel very inferior about whatever they do. Have no confidence in themselves. This has it's already explained. Do not want to do anything active. And such people with low self-esteem are also very lazy people. Lazy in the sense, one, they always have a feeling that they cannot do anything. Second, they do not want to try anything. And they are like, they want everything on the platter. They feel that if everything is, given to them on a ready-made basis, then yes, something can be done. Otherwise, they feel that they may go wrong somewhere. And they always have a feeling, and they have actually, trained their mind in such a way that they stick into that, and they feel that they can never do it. So it is always there in their mind that I can't do it. And they look at the worst side of everything. Now, maybe there are many things which are happening very good in their life. There may be very, ups and downs are there in life. But you need to act accordingly. You need to actually bounce back. But over here, these people, even if their life is good, even if things are smooth enough, still they will see the worst side of everything. If suppose they have, 100 rupees with them, they would see that they wouldn't see that, yes, I have 100 rupees, but they would see, no, 100 rupees is not sufficient for this. I need to, have something more. So this is not the good. This is very wrong. So this is how their attitude is. So it is very difficult for them to come out of their shell. They really need to work on, and they have to actually go and get, in fact, I feel that they need to actually go for a lot of workshops and other things to actually motivate themselves. They put themselves down even when someone is complimenting them. Now, I can give you an example over here. Of course, this is not recently done. Like it is somewhere, I think about 2 years ago, before the pandemic and all. So I remember I had been to a party, and over there I met a lady. So she was looking gorgeous. Gorgeous in the sense, not the outward beauty. Gorgeous in the sense that she was very well dressed and she was looking smart. She was looking good. So I just complimented her, saying that, I won't take the name, so and so. I mean, you look so good. You're looking very gorgeous. You're looking good. And really, you're looking very smart today. So immediately, the reaction from her was, hey, that's not that I am looking good. It is because, I have worn a good sari, and maybe, it's a, well ironed and a stiff, starched sari. And that sari is bringing, maybe, that, goodness, or I look beautiful because of that sari. So I was just wondering, why is that female behaving this way? Why can't you, if somebody compliments you, if somebody compliments me, or if they appreciate me, I would feel so happy about it. I would say, thank you, really thank you. And I would feel, somewhere that I'm on cloud nine. I mean, I would feel so good about myself that somebody is appreciating me or complimenting me. But such people, when their self-esteem is low, they wouldn't even, they won't even feel that, if somebody appreciates them, they won't even feel good about it. Over there also, they would try to find out that, yes, somewhere, no, it's not because that, I have dressed well, it's because of the sari, it's because of this, it's because of that. So this is how their attitude is. They need to work on their mindset. They need to really train themselves. Now, the reasons for low self-esteem. Again, the picture speaks over here. Hopeless, inferior, worthless, despicable, broken, unwanted, shameful. Such people, their mind, their brain is always clouded, and they start disliking themselves. Why? Because they are not able to come out of that shell, and they are so very negative that, for them to come out of it, it's going to take a long time. So by then, they get sucked into it and they start disliking themselves. They think that nobody likes them. Now, obviously, when you start disliking yourself, what will happen? You are throwing that sort of a vibration outside. So to the world outside, it is going to be the same. The vibration, what you throw, that is what is going to reflect back. So when you start disliking yourself, the world also will start disliking you for some reason or the other. They are very pessimistic and always think negative. So for them, it is, so pessimistic that even if you are good to them, they are not going to see the goodness. They are not going to see how much of importance you're giving to them, how good you're talking to them, how good you are behaving to them or behaving with them. But somewhere they will feel so pessimistic. They're so pessimistic and negative. They think always negative that they get so sucked, as I've already told, they are sucked into it that whatever you do, they are going to find faults with it. They are not going to appreciate whatever you do for them. Absence of self-belief and lacking attitude. Why they dislike themselves or why they have such attitude is because they don't believe in themselves. First of all, they do not believe in themselves and they lack this attitude. That is the reason that slowly they start disliking. And such people normally, it is like when a person is having this low self-esteem, it's immediately better to work on it. Else, it would slowly start leading into depression. Effects of low self-esteem. Again, the picture speaks over here. Loser, liar, stupid, retard, selfish, bitch, all sort of negative. This is how they think. This is how their feelings are. So they are clouded with all such emotions, always. And they are called as distorted emotions and feelings. They find it very difficult to trust people. Forget about they trusting outsiders. They trusting their friends or anybody, or trusting the outside world. It is so difficult for them to trust their own people. I mean, their own spouse, their children, their parents, their in-laws, their siblings. So when they cannot trust their own people, how will they trust the outside world? It is impossible for them. So they are, it is difficult for them to come out of this. And it is difficult for them to trust outside world or even their own people. They fear, I'm so sorry. They fear of trying new things. Now, they fear of trying new things. Why do they fear of trying new things? Reason is they feel that when they try something new, people, and if they fail in that, obviously, because their thinking is always negative, they're going to think that way. So when the thinking is so negative, they feel that if I try something new, definitely the world, may judge them if it is not up to the mark or if they go wrong somewhere. So that is the reason they fear of trying new things. And I feel that, such people should really be helped because I've come across some people like this. So I can definitely, I can understand what they must have, such people go through. And all these things put together, what happens at the end, somewhere they start getting panic attacks. And when these panic attacks means they actually have some sort of an outburst. Why? Because they have suppressed all their emotions. They cannot trust people, so they do not ask for any help. They do not say what exactly they're going through. And they fear of trying new things, so they start getting panic attacks. And they suddenly have that outburst. Now, when they have that outburst, what happens is the immediate people, okay, the family, that is, maybe the spouse, the children, all of them, they start suffering because the outburst is, so loud that they start shouting, yelling, screaming, and crying. So all these emotions, they come out. It's just one big attack. And this affects even their family life. But what happens is when these people, when the self-esteem is low and when they actually have such panic attacks, after a while, after that outburst happens, after a while, they feel very good because everything has come out. And when you ask them that what happened, why did you actually, have this outburst and why did you actually, break down and you just had all your emotions out? Actually so much, for hours together, you were going on and on and on. So they don't have an answer, but they are not, but still ready to accept that, yes, it was wrong what they did. Because They feel that what they've done is right. Such panic attacks, I mean, it is okay because why they feel like that? Because they feel that their life is not good, and that is the reason suddenly this outburst happened. So, and they feel that all that life is not good is because of other people around them. So they start blaming other people for it. So it is okay with them if they have such panic attacks. So it is, really it is difficult when people are around them and when you see them actually having this panic attack. It is a literal outburst. And somewhere, because the fear of trying new things and all such distorted emotions, they give up on all their dreams because they feel that whatever they try, they will never be successful in life, and they give up on their dreams. And hence, they actually become unsuccessful. They are always complainers and criticizers. Criticize everything. You do any good thing to them, suppose 80%, you have done a lot of things for them. They wouldn't look at those 80% what you've done for them. But that 20% what you've not done for them, that will pop up. That will be actually looked upon. And they will, pick up and they will remember all those things, every incident, whatever has happened from that 20%. And they will pinpoint on those things and they will tell you that, yes, see, this is this thing you have not done for me. And non-stop, they are, always complainers. They not only complain, they will complain to you, to the people around, and they will criticize about you if you've not done something for them. And they criticize you about you behind to other people. So much of negativity is there when you have low self-esteem. Now let's move ahead with high self-esteem. High self-esteem, the picture again says, I can. I can do everything. And these are those people who are, so motivated and full of life, full of energy, and they're so hopeful. And they know that, yes, I can. So they're very positive also. A person who has high self-esteem feels good about himself, herself, and feels confident. Absolutely, because they are of that positive attitude. So obviously they feel very confident about themselves. And they have that I can attitude. The signs of people with high self-esteem. Again, the picture says, believe in yourself. They totally believe whatever they do, they believe. Whether it is right or wrong, they do not bother whether it is right or wrong. They just believe in themselves. And that is the reason they live very happy. They have a happy life. They have a happy mind. They look at things in a very happy way. They're very positive and they're very attractive. It is not the outward beauty which attracts. It is that smile, that bubbliness on your face. It is that, what do you call it, happy go type attitude. All these things comes only when you believe in yourself. Believe in themselves, it's already said. They are energetic, confident, and hopeful. Yes, they're very hopeful. If suppose they have taken up some task and they are, they feel they can do it. And so they give it a try. So when they give it a try, and sometimes, yes, it so happens that they give it a try, but still they are, sometimes they may be unsuccessful. So they feel it's okay. So once if they are unsuccessful, it's okay. But again, they are confident. They bounce back. They're confident and they're hopeful and they feel that, yes, let us give it one more try. Next time, we will definitely be successful. They do not worry about how others will judge them. This is the biggest thing. Like, as I told you, the low self-esteem people, they actually non-stop, they only have that fear and that feeling that others will judge me. So they stop trying and they stop doing, they don't want to try anything new. But here with high self-esteem, these people, they are those people who do not worry about anything. And they do not worry. They don't stress themselves. They feel that, let us give it a try. If everything works out well, fine, it is good. And they don't worry about the world. They don't bother about the world. They feel that, yes, whatever they do is right. And they are not bothered about what the world is going to think about them or what the world is going to speak about them. Now let's move to the next. Reasons for high self-esteem. The picture says, hey, everybody, I am awesome. This is something which I really believe in. And let me just share about this. Like I'm a person that every day in the morning when I wake up and when I go to the washroom, I see the mirror and I every day see, first of all, I see myself in the mirror. I give myself, I give a big smile seeing myself. And then I say, Anita, I really, really love you. I am awesome. I am a confident person. I am energetic. I am good in all what I do. I am the best. So all these things, and this has been now, years since that I am practicing. And this really works. Initially, when I also did, when I went for a workshop and when I attended many workshops, I have attended and I have even done a lot of workshops. So when I used to do this, when I attended workshops and when I learned this, I used to literally feel, the person who's teaching me or who's training me, oh, is he or she mad? What are they trying to say? How can I see a mirror and speak like this in the morning, waking up and going to the washroom and trying to see the mirror and give a smile and say that I'm good? I'm awesome. It's not about the beauty. It is the inner feelings, the positivity which you can bring about outside, which actually will, that vibration start coming out and you start attracting such people to you. So I really felt it was, it was something not up to the mark. I mean, it was not my cup of tea, I felt. And but later, the trainer who took this workshop said, just keep trying it, keep doing it for 100 days, for 200 days. Let it just continue. Just keep saying, see the mirror and keep saying. And I started, but slowly it started working. It really works. Let me tell you, it really works. So over here, people who have high self-esteem do such affirmations every day to actually feel good about themselves. They love themselves. As I told you just now, I see the mirror and I say, Anita, I really, really love you. So you really feel good when you say that. You don't have to wait for other people to love you. Earlier, I used to feel that, hey, why others are not loving me? Why people are not appreciating me? Why people are not, actually accepting what I, or I mean, what I am or whatever I do. So I used to feel all such negative things. Later, when I worked on myself, I really felt, yes, I don't require, somebody's appreciation. I am good enough. I am good. So I have to love myself. When you start working on yourself, automatically the outside world will start working and it will respect you, and all those vibrations are, it comes back to you. Set short-term goals and reach them. The high self-esteem people, normally they are those people who set short-term goals. They don't, do a high jump or long jump to achieve success. They go step by step. They take baby steps. So they set short-term goals, they achieve it, and slowly they climb the ladder. And that is how they become, successful in life. They progress in life. They accept their mistakes. Uh, I have seen many of them on the senior levels. Uh, you know, be it principals or be it, CEOs of companies, many times, even if they make a mistake, they accept their mistake. They are ready to accept and they even apologize. I have come across such a principal where I have worked under the principal when I was in Nasik. Many times I have never seen, earlier I used to feel, oh, people at the top level would never actually, accept their mistakes. I was wrong. That was the day which I realized and I really felt that, yes, I actually started respecting that principle. Why? Because though it was actually her mistake only. I did something and I was trying to tell her, I was trying to explain things to her, but somewhere, she was not ready to accept it. But later when she actually went through it in detail, she understood, yes, it was her mistake. So immediately she called me to her room and she said, Anita, I'm really sorry. You are right and I'm really sorry. I told her it's okay, ma'am. So she said, no, if I'm wrong, I need to accept that mistake. I really felt so good. And today also, I'm still in touch with that principal. And I respect her for what she is. Because come what may, whatever, your position is, and whichever level you are, But when you start accepting your mistakes, when you start actually apologizing for your mistakes, you are really, looked up. You are really respected. In fact, your self-esteem, your people can immediately visualize and can feel that your self-esteem is really, really good. Hang out with like-minded, positive people. Yes, this is very, very important. If your self-esteem is already good and you are very positive, so definitely mingle with positive people, like-minded people. Next one, effects of high self-esteem. The picture says, don't worry, be happy. Now, yes, this is very important because the more you worry, you're going to get stressed out. And when you get stressed, definitely you will end up making a lot of mistakes in whichever work you do, whatever work you do. And it is only going to, it's going to be worse. Instead of stressing, why do you have to stress? Accept life as it comes. So instead of stressing, it is better to be, not to worry and be happy. And these are the qualities where, high self-esteem people have. And I will talk about some, I'll give you an example also over here. They are very successful. When you do not worry and you're happy, you can do your things, you can do your work very successful because you will commit the least mistakes. And you'll have your ideas, you'll grow well, you will have more of ideas, your mind will be broad, that your mind is open and it allows for new thinking, new ideas. So you can definitely grow and be more successful in life. You are a very happy-go-lucky person because you do not worry. You are very trustworthy. Yes, absolutely. If you don't worry and you're happy, and all these qualities, like you can be successful, you can be happy. So when you're successful and when you're happy, definitely you are a trustworthy person. People will look up to you. You're full of life. Absolutely, you're full of life as well because you're very happy. Now, I would like to say something over here where I have come across two such people in my life recently. And I have come across, because of those two people, I have come across many other people also from the same profession. And I would like to name them over here. It is not to flatter them, but it is, I know them since last, that is when the pandemic started, somewhere from March 2020. And that is Dr. Seema ma'am and Rachna ma'am. Why? Because it is through them, I have got connected to all the other educators. And I have seen all these qualities in them. And today I openly say that on this platform, that I have seen those qualities even in others, even in all the other educators. So I have, after joining this wiki, or whether, it is ma'am's group, Seema ma'am's group, I have learned a lot in life. So many things. Even Rachna ma'am's, like when Fun to Learn, so many things I've attended a lot of webinars, a lot of things I've learned, and I'm really grateful. So because of them, I got connected to other educators. So all these qualities I found in them. And that is why they are successful people. So are the other educators as well, whether be it Anuragshri ma'am, or whether be it, Kusum ma'am, or whoever it is. Moving ahead, this is a small takeaway. How can you build your self-esteem? First point, listen to the positives and ignore the negatives. Yes. Now, you will come across people having both, the positives and the negatives. It is always better to look into the positives. Now, every time a person may not be positive. Sometimes, yes, they may feel sometimes, some negative thoughts can come, regarding seeing the circumstances, situations, or, at times if they are not feeling good about their health or something, whatever be the reason. So they can have, it's said that, there are two sides of a coin. So it is a similar way, like, you may have positives at times and sometimes negatives. Always when you start getting some negative thoughts, it is better to shoo them away. Just tell your mind that, yes, oh no, I'm getting some negative thoughts, I need to stop this. And then tell your mind Tell that mind that no, I need to focus only on the positives. Please help me focus on the positives. It works. It literally works. Yes, it takes some time because all these things happen only through practice. It takes a while, but yes, it definitely works. So listen to the positives of all and ignore the negatives of all. Do not expect perfection. Over here, I would like to say I was such a person, always wanting to be perfect at everything, be it, whether keeping my house neat and clean, be it arranging the furniture, everything has to be in its place. Or be it, even if I'm making any dish, it has to be perfect. The salt has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. Or be it even in, something at my workplace, if I'm teaching my students, everywhere I need to be perfect. What happened at the end of the day? I understood that I was getting stressed. Every time when you expect something that you need to be perfect, then it definitely stresses you. It is better sometimes to just leave it. If you're wrong somewhere, or if you are not up to the mark somewhere, it is okay. We can work on it. If not this time, next time definitely you can perform well. Even if it's my presentation, whatever it is, I used to be like that. If it's a presentation, it has to be perfect. If it's, my teaching, it has to be perfect. So I then later understood that when I'm trying to be more perfect, I actually end up doing more mistakes. I end up making mistakes. So when I stopped being perfect, I felt that I was doing a wonderful job. I was doing it much better. So do not expect perfection. It is vice versa. It is for you as well as from others as well. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. After all, we are human. We are human beings, right? So to err is human. So it's okay. If you've done some mistake, forgive yourself. Do not, brood over it. Do not, pull the strings long and, keep talking about it, talking and talking and talking and making the full atmosphere negative. Just stop. Forgive yourself. If it's a mistake, it's okay. Today, this time, okay, you've done some mistake, but then tell your mind, tell to yourself, say to yourself that yes, next time I will work on this and I will improve myself. I will see that I do not commit the same mistake. Through all such things, you can actually grow. It will help you actually grow, and you will be a wonderful human being as well. And your self-esteem also will definitely improve. Do not compare yourself with others. We are all unique. We are born unique. Everybody in this world are born unique. Now, I am Anita Balan. So I have some unique qualities. Now, there is only one such piece called Anita Balan in this entire universe. There is no such Anita Balan anywhere. Okay, you may find similar names. There may be, hundreds or thousands or lakhs of Anita Balan. But this Anita Balan is unique. The name may be common, but the person, whomever you meet, that person may be unique. Why? Because he or she will have, some qualities, and that qualities cannot be repeated or cannot be in some other Anita Balan. You may even see people. So it is said that 7 people are alike in this world. Yes, in this universe. Yes, you may find people who look alike, but if you see their qualities, their nature, their attitude, the way they work, the way their body language is, everything will be different. If even, for example, if I'm talking about myself, now I may be good in something, but if it is some other Anita Balan, she may be good in something else. And the third Anita Balan may be good in something else. So if I'm good in creativity, or I'm good in convincing people, or if I'm good in socializing with people, so there may be some other person who must be good in some presentation, who must be good in some having good knowledge, or who may be good in teaching, or who may be good in something else, or in cooking. So people are different, are unique. Everybody is unique, and they've got their own good qualities and bad qualities as well. But do not compare yourself with others. If you are not good in something, it is okay. Learn, try to learn, work on it, but do not compare. Oh yes, I am not good like him. I am not good like her. She is doing it much better. I am not so good. So that means something is wrong in me. No, never get into that. List your accomplishments and celebrate your success. Yes, all your accomplishments you need to list them down and celebrate your success. Celebrate your success doesn't mean that you need to throw a party. You can celebrate it in small, something in some small ways. Like for me, celebration is, even if it's just a participation certificate or any appreciation certificate or any award, I love posting it immediately on Facebook. I enjoy doing that. But restrict yourself till that. After posting, do not wait for the number of likes, the number of comments, and then don't start, analyzing over there. Oh, this person has not liked my this post. This person has not commented also. See, this person has commented. He didn't give a good comment. He has just given a thumbs up. Nothing more. So stop doing all those things. Success means, like, you can celebrate your successes only that till such time. For me, this I'm talking about myself. I will post it on Facebook. That's it. After that, I do not. I of course, if somebody comments and they give me some good comments, yes, acceptable. I am very, very happy, more happy. But that happiness, it should not be, like, yes, oh, he didn't comment, she didn't comment. You should not go into the depth of it. When you start going into the depth of it, that can stress you, and that may even lead to misunderstandings. So you cannot work on your self-esteem. If you need to work on your self-esteem, just list your accomplishments and celebrate your success. Or you can even have a small party at home and celebrate the success with your family. Now, moving ahead, I would like to share the story of a little girl, a small little girl here. Now, this little girl, was once a little girl who was very bubbly, energetic, and full of life. Like she, her eyes were full of that affection. That smile was so lovingly, she used to smile and she used to attract people to herself. Very, very nice, innocent girl, very beautiful girl, small little doll she was. Now, this girl, due to some financial crisis, her parents couldn't raise her up. So this girl spent her entire childhood with her grandparents. Now, this girl was really pampered, loved, so much of all sorts of luxuries. Everything was given to her. Everything, all what she wanted, she had. But somewhere deep within, she always was missing her parents. Now, this girl, whenever her parents used to visit her, especially during the summer holidays, they used to come, they used to be there for a month with her, they used to spend time with her. She used to be very happy and, she used to just enjoy. But the moment her parents used to again leave, and they used to leave that city and go, they used to board the train, this girl would go to the washroom, lock herself inside, cry a lot, and then would come back. She would wash her face and come back as though nothing has happened. This continued now for a very long time. And the grandparents used to give her all the affection, luxuries, everything. But one small thing they couldn't do was they never could look into her studies. So she was not very good. This girl was not very good in her studies. After a while, girl, somewhere she was sent back to her parents, and she started living with her parents. And that is the time when her parents really were very strict with her. They were so strict with her because they felt that, this girl, our girl is not doing well in her studies. So every time they would scold her, and she would feel hurt and humiliated, and she wouldn't know what to do. She was so upset that she started feeling, at one point in time, she started feeling that, why have I come? Why am I back? Why am I staying with my parents now? I feel that it is better to stay with the grandparents. So her mind was very clouded. And what happened? She would go to the, whenever she was humiliated or she was hurt, she would again go to the washroom and she would lock herself. Over there again, she would cry, she would wash her face, and then she would come back, she would come out as if nothing has happened. And why she used to feel so hurt and humiliated? Because whenever her friends used to come to play and call her, hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay, okay. So, because my connection just showed that I was unstable over, it was unstable over here. Yeah, just one
No,
second.
you are audible now.
Okay, okay. So the girl felt, whenever her parents used to, whenever her friends used to come and used to, tell her, call her to play out or something, her parents would immediately stop her from going out to play and would say, no, she doesn't deserve, going out to play because she has scored, bad marks and has scored very less marks and, she is not done. She's got very, the grades are not good. So she is not allowed to play. And at times they would even punish her. So this girl slowly started getting demotivated. She didn't know. She was, she felt very upset about it and she didn't know what to do. Slowly, she felt very depressed. She started entering into depression. What happened? She lost her self-esteem and she lost her self-esteem as well and was very, very depressed. Now, when she was depressed, she went up to that level where she stopped meeting her friends. She didn't want to meet anybody. She would stay aloof and she wouldn't want to meet anybody. She wouldn't want to interact with anybody. So she felt depressed and she would feel, she would just stay aloof and she would, stay back alone at home or, just she wouldn't talk even to her own parents. She wouldn't talk to her siblings, nobody. She would just keep mum. She would stay silent. Somewhere down the line, her cousin, her elder cousin, one day came to meet her. And this girl had grown up to a young adolescent. This continued for a long time, and this girl was, getting depressed, and this girl slowly has grown up to a young adolescent. Now, this cousin, when she came, she understood that something is wrong with her younger cousin. So she started interacting with her and went into the depth of it, and she found that yes, the little one was getting depressed. She has already gone into depression. So the older cousin wanted to help her out. So she showed some light at the end of the tunnel. She introduced this younger one to various workshops and to a motivational author and speaker, that is Louis Hay. So this young one got, influenced by this, I'm so sorry, young one got influenced by this American motivation author Louis Hay and started reading a lot of books, started attending her sessions, her her workshops on, of course, directly she couldn't attend the workshops, but she could attend it, with her, her other people who are, already appointed over here. Louis Hay's people who are appointed over here in Mumbai. So she attended a lot of workshops and everything. And slowly, there was a lot of transformation happening within. And this girl could see that, yes, she herself could feel within that she was getting transformed and she was, able to build up her self-esteem. She slowly grew up to a young adult and she, this young girl, turned into a new leaf, got her mojo back. And today, she is doing very well and she is so very positive and very awesome. She looks at the world outside in a very, very positive way. This girl is none other than me. The story is about me, myself. Now, moving ahead, Anita's tagline. I would like to conclude my session with this tagline. The power is within, and I am good enough. Yes, if you feel everybody has got some power within, if you actually look up to it or you work on your power, definitely you can bounce back and you can feel good enough about yourself and you will really have a wonderful self-esteem. You will never feel depressed about anything. And the journey continued. And I always believe that you must invest in yourself. That is the biggest thing what you can give for yourself in your life. Any day, every day, it is always better that the more you work on yourself, you can be a successful person in life. You can come out of all your flaws and you can be very successful, and your self-esteem also will definitely be on the highest level. Thank you all for listening to me very patiently. Thank you. Can I stop share the screen?
Yes, yes, ma'am. You can stop sharing.
Thank you.
So it was a wonderful session, ma'am, and you're getting lovely comments over here.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
one word or one person can change the world, change you. What a lovely way to conclude, ma'am is saying.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So a very
Anurashri, ma'am.
enriching session.
Thank you,
And
Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
I'd like to ask if there are any questions, or we can officially propose the vote of thanks. I don't think there are any questions, so we'll officially propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you,
So,
Rachna, ma'am.
yeah, so this was indeed a wonderful session. Thank you, Dr. Seema Negi ma'am, Rachna ma'am, for this opportunity. It's indeed a lovely session for each one of us, a journey that Anita ma'am has shared, her own personal journey of how she has evolved, a very personal journey that she has shared with us. Also, how to have a positive approach. Get up in the morning, like yourself, affirm yourself, very beautifully mentioned. Confidence is not, they will like me. Confidence is, I'll be fine if they don't like me. So, very true. The world doesn't matter. You have to keep going with that resilient power, with that determination. And very calmly, very nicely, you took us to that entire process, especially your story. So, thank you, ma'am, for this beautiful sharing on self esteem and self talk. Short term goals, how to set short term goals, reach them, accept them. I've always believed in that, setting short term goals. The world might not believe what you believe, the world might not see your path. You have a different calling. And finally, one day or the other, people will accept your calling. All great visionaries
Absolutely.
had good self esteem. They started with low and then they went up to that high self esteem. So, thank you for this lovely session. And we're totally
Thank you,
grateful
Michelle. Thank you, Christine.
for this session. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much.
Anita ma'am, just end the meeting because you are the host. So you
Ma'am, so
Stop
I stopped
recording and then
recording.
you